Mindfulness is essentially being fully connected to reality and responding to it with skill and with wisdom. For me, nothing touches this as a foundational base for a person to start to really work effectively with living a life more according to their values, how they wish to be, right? And to be able to not miss the special moments of their life, to be able to really show up for their life. So, myths and misconceptions surrounding mindfulness. There are so many, and if you haven't noticed, it's everywhere. That you have to go somewhere like this to be able to really get it. That it's not possible on the Sheikh Zayed Road. Sheikh Zayed Road is where we need it, yeah? This is easy. Anybody can go somewhere like this and be mindful. It will be drawn out of you, right? But where we need it is in our interactions with our loved ones, in our work offices, in the hectic traffic, yeah? And that's where we are cultivating it. So we don't have to just save it up for our vacation every year. You don't have to become someone you're not to uncover your own natural mindfulness. This is a misconception I come across quite often, that it's so not me, it's so different from how I live my life, that these type of people, you know, and other different type of groups we would associate it easily with. But every single culture and major religion in the world has contemplative practice at its core, right? So we can all access it culturally, but we can access it secularly. I'd like you to think about mindfulness meditation like this, actually. Something that we can do, it's not a mystery. It's very simple, it's very easy to teach people to meditate. I'll teach you to meditate in 2 minutes. So why put in this daily effort? So this is where I get a little geeky on you and talk about the research, okay? Because there is a large evidence base for mindfulness practice and meditation. Reduced rumination. So I think everyone can relate to what rumination is. It's when you get a thought on rotation, like a worrisome thought, something like this, and it just goes and goes and goes and goes, and you can't get it out of your mind, and you're not actually taking action. And so mindfulness has been shown to really cut through ruminative habit, okay? It boosts working memory, okay? So attention is very interesting. It's like a combination vacuum spotlight, right? So if I want to be able to remember something, and I'm not very good at paying attention, really being where I am, I will be making it very hard for certain regions of my brain to be effective and give me a very effective working memory. So what they say is it's about 30 or 40 seconds that you have to hold your attention on something for it to be sucked into what they call the short-term memory buffers of the brain. And then they go to long-term storage. So people who are more mindful, more present, more there, are having to do things like study less, because they're just showing up with the material. They remember things in their diaries, you know, they're not as reliant on all these reminders. Their working memory is just really effective. Focus, of course. The ability to hold your attention on your chosen object and bring it back when it wanders increases your ability to focus. That's a very obvious one that they've studied. So less emotional reactivity. When you are able to stay present with whatever you feel, you're able to kind of relax with it. You don't race away into the big story about it quite so quickly, quite so passionately, yeah? And you get what they call the pause. So in that pause, Viktor Frankl, famous psychiatrist from the 1940s, he said, between stimulus and response, therein lies all your freedom and all your power. So this speaks to mindfulness. This one is kind of obvious. If you're really present, all relationships seems to go better. You know, when you're constantly running a tape in your head, people feel it. Yeah, we have a sense of that. If I'm talking with you and you're only half here and you're planning something, or you're bothered by something, and I'm talking and it's going to be in your non-verbals, I'm going to pick up that. So what they found is that when people can be more mindful, their relationships are very much enhanced.
I am interested in this topic Basically the presentation itself was very exciting, and it has a lot of interaction and a lot of discussion going on.
For me today the session was a revelation. It was a moment to think that there is a subject which will help us ease our thoughts, make us feel brilliant about life, and sometimes it's better to take a pause, hold our thoughts, feel comfortable and relish that life is there for the moment to live.
So there are 5 lifestyle choices which effectively reduce cortisol and help us manage stress. Regular exercise helps you release cortisol, right? Helps you maintain that healthy state where it's not too accumulating in the system. Social connectivity. You know, we watched those videos before. There's something in us that resonates with seeing groups of people together participating in a shared activity. There's something very soothing about that. We're tribal people, you know. We're made to connect, and often we're leading lives of too much disconnectivity. You know, we're too much in our own heads and not enough really connecting with people. And of course they're talking about that now with the virtual friendships. You know, we can do it on Facebook and people are not getting together. So that they've found is very important for managing the stress. Laughter and fun. We laugh, we have fun, we release different hormones that really help the body function very well. Connects us to, immediately when we're in a humorous type of mode, we're very mindful. We're stepped back from what our mind is doing, we're fully present, we're engaged. Yeah? So having enough of that in your life really helps you make balance. They've studied music. Music is super important for stress management. Yeah? And if you throw in dancing, I think you've got a really good combination there, music and dancing. Yeah? So, and then of course mindfulness and meditation. And then we put the attention there. And whatever shows up to be felt in this little short meditation, the job is to simply feel it. If you feel bored, feel bored. If you feel agitated, feel agitated. Restless, feel restless. Sleepy, feel sleepy. I hope that people take away a sense of curiosity about meditation and mindfulness, and they investigate all the great resources that are out there and find a way to incorporate it into their daily life.